short in this season. The goals, the aspirations are still alive, and we're looking forward to this one here in Week 10 of our coverage of EA Sports College Football. It's the Virginia Tech Hokies and the SMU Mustangs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
I caught up with the SMU head coach before the game. Even though their opponent today is not ranked in the top 25, Coach has been warning his players all week, do not overlook anyone. We have to be the best version of ourselves today. I'll keep you posted on how it's going at halftime. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Hokies ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. To the back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Run ends there.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. Straight ahead, it's Overton. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Unloads to the wideout. Right side, it's Brown. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, it's a nice-looking throw right there, and I'll tell you what, for Hokie quarterbacks in the past, it's not all about just hurting you with their legs. Michael Vick could kill you throwing the football. Tyrod Taylor could do it. How about this name? Jim Drunkenmiller. You can just see him right now, dotting an 18-yard dig route. That's a nice-looking throw. That gives me some Drunkenmiller vibes, Pollock.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to throw, it's Jennings. Between the hashes, it's Pittman. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
And nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. He's got the tight end. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, Kevin Jennings has a high ceiling, David, and we've seen throughout his career when he's playing well, this offense is lights out. This is a guy who's quarterbacked this team to a college football playoff already, but there have been some dips as well. He's got to limit the mistakes. I think that's the whole key this season. Staying healthy, limiting the turnovers. If they do that, they'll be laughing on offense.
And he's not the biggest guy in the world, but his athletic ability really shines through. You just want to see him be more patient in the pocket. Like, make those easy plays. You don't have to always be fading away and make it hard on yourself. But the one thing you know about this offense, it's fast and it's fun. And this is a guy that can scramble around and make big plays.
2nd and long here. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw again. Gets it to the back. Crosses the 10. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Running inside, it's Hawkins. Stopped right there.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. This time they'll throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Heath. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And I tell you what, when you run those little fellas on the slants, they got to win at the line of scrimmage. Right now, they got to make sure those DBs don't get their hands on them so they can create a little bit of space because they're not as big of a target. Nice job winning right on the line of scrimmage to make the catch.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
As a quarterback, I used to love throwing to running backs that could run great routes. That was a good one there on the angle route. He sold it like he was running to the flat, put his foot in the ground, cut back inside, crossed the defender's face, made it an easy throw and an easy first down.
From the gun, it's Overton. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Man, a lot of times offenses, they feel really good when it's second and short after a good run on first down. You'll see them be aggressive. They choose to run the football, defense ready, now setting up a third and short situation. Are they going to run it 3 times in a row? The defense probably going to be ready for that.
Nice move to keep running. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
And the Hokies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on second down. Right down the middle. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Moving the pocket, it's Jennings. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
They recovered their own fumble, but now it's third down. Trying to slip through and pick it up. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be fourth down. The Mustangs line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt is in the air. Fields the punt. And the returner goes down. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. It's inside. It's Hawkins. Got enough for the first down. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Wow, what a nice run. He's showing you his athleticism there. You guys remember back in the day when we were calling a game here and the all-time great Virginia Tech running back Kevin Jones came up to the booth and he got into a vertical leap contest with Pollock. It was awesome. This guy on the field, man, he's got so much skill and ability. He's strong and he's fast, and I think he can also out-jump there.
Drops back on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Brown. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab. Nice job by this guy finding the slot guy on a drag.
Yeah, receiver just working his way across the field, giving his quarterback a nice, easy target. That's an easy completion.
Looking for a gap. It's Overton. Got the first down. Breaks into the open. At the 20. All the way. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People try to catch him. They didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting him.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off on the ground, a 67-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to pass. It's Jennings. The throw. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown on this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
3rd and long right here. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Escapes the pressure going right. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. Short pass. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Mustangs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for running room. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
3rd and short now from their own 48. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Could not make his way to the corner. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense.
Oh, it's a phony punt. They're going to run it with the up man. Turning it on. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half.
And so many times when you're studying the other team and their defense and what they're going to do, you know there's certain looks you're going to get into. And I think they saw one they liked, snapped it to the up back. He catches the football, gets north and south, gets the first down. Nice execution on the fake punt, baby.
The Mustangs will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB designed run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front. Guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Moves the pocket. It's Jennings. Left side is Smith. Makes the catch and he's free. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Out of the backfield, he's open. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Tight end finds a soft spot. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. The Mustangs call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Mustangs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Got him right there. SMU spends his 2nd timeout here. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield very late in the half. Extending the play. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got 3rd.
Defense has been up to the task so far. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 3. Quarterback signaling to his guy. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Backs looking for the goal line. And they will score. Touchdown Mustangs.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. We begin with Minnesota taking on the number 3 team, the UCLA Bruins. And it's the Bruins on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates, and while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
He'll start the 3rd quarter with the run. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Rush is on. Out wide left, it's Overton. Oh, he's got some space. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
When quarterbacks learn to take checkdowns, man, they become way more efficient. They become way better. They get way more possessions, and he does a really good job. It's not his primary guy, but he looks down the field. He doesn't force the football, but checks it down to his running back and still makes a big play because it was the right decision.
The run inside. It's Overton.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Trying to establish the run. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. Drives inside. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Fake and wants to throw. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. With that last drive, they looked like they were throwing against air. Just absolute precision execution in the passing game, and it led them to a touchdown. We'll see what they have this possession. And he knocked him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
In the backfield, it's Smith. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that 3rd down.
You know, as a quarterback, when you make good decisions like that, your coordinator and play caller are going to keep dialing up these RPO-type plays, right? Nobody open. You're not forcing the football into traffic. You're not freaking out and throwing it away or running out of bounds. Just go get what you can get. It's a positive play for the offense.
And he's brought down after a short gain.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in the 4th quarter game.
And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
Long way to go on second down. On the option. The pitch. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Back to throw, it's Jennings. Still looking. Pulls it in. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Making the adjustment on the play. Wants to throw one first. It's complete to the right. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Mustangs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. The lone back's got it. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
And if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Mustangs. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
The snap sets up to throw. Holds on, it's Heath. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
And in this situation, Wade, when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Keith. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. The Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Snap on first down, wants to throw. In traffic, it's Hawkins. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
And you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock, give them the underneath stuff. And again, when they drive the football down the field, I just can't give up touchdowns. Field goal at this point is not going to hurt my defense. And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Second and long here. Breaks through, it's Overton. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Third and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
The give and tick, 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 tick. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Third and long coming up. Pulls it. He'll toss it. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's fourth down. And the Mustangs decide to punt it away. On his way back from the 20. No room to bring it back. Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Quick give. It's Hawkins. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27. And the Hokies moving quickly to the line. Right at the line. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it first and 10 at the 31.
Well, it's a nice job handing off to him and getting the first down, but with the scoreboard looking how it does, you've got to throw the ball. You've got to go hurry up, you've got to get plays run quickly, and you've got to throw it down the field to get back in this game.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires to the middle. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, there was something the quarterback liked in the pre-snap there, thinking his primary target was going to have a favorable matchup, but the defense did a nice job disguising that look. They got more bodies over to him and forced the incompletion.
Straight ahead, it's Hawkins. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
The Hokies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Off to the races to the right. No, pick 6. He kicks it in. Touchdown, SMU. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And all this defense has done all game long is be absolutely dominant. They have been shutting them out, whether they've tried running it, whether they've tried throwing it. They've been creating takeaways. You get the pick 6 right there. You just can't say enough good things about how this defense has played today.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Snapped it, they'll throw to start the drive. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time. And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back. The next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
Left side is Heath. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Hey, guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch him because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go.
And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out for 6, he'll be lucky.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And they take a knee on 4th down, having inflicted enough damage, and that ought to do it.